Thought you might like to see this frog party going on in our pond at the moment. They just as soon as they think I've gone, they just all come back again, and they're croaking like this all through the day, all through the night, and the amount of frog spawn they're producing is incredible. They really do like these sort of areas where there's lots of weeds and shallow water, so that the frog spawns sort of quite close to the surface and they get lots of oxygen. Common frogs come from across Europe and Asia, all the way from sort of Ireland to Japan, really. Very common, very prolific species, and they just love sort of just these shallow bits of ponds at this time of year. They hibernate in the ponds through the winter, and they are awake very early this year. Some years they don't come out about till about March, and they are very temperature sensitive. There are just loads here, and every day this party is joined by more and more frogs, and by the looks of things, it will be so much frog spawn here when they've finished. It will look like a lorry full of frog spawns just come along and tips it into the pond. They're so active and there's so many of them, and just the noise is just incredible. See all that frog spawn they're sitting on there? When it first comes out of them, it's all quite small, and then it seems to fill with water and get really big. And they take about 2 weeks to hatch, but most years they do spend about anything between 2 weeks and a month just having these massive frog parties and keeping everyone up at night. But they certainly do seem to be enjoying themselves. There are just so many of them. And of course, the tadpoles do provide a great deal of food for various pond creatures, with dragonfly larvae, water beetles, all sorts of things eat tadpoles, and there is always so many of them. So it's a really good sign to see so many frogs in the pond here. Just really having a whale of a time here. And it's the same in each pond. Each pond, they pick a certain place, and that's where they lay their eggs. And it's always the most suitable place, like this nice shallow water, lots of pondweed, and just loads and loads of frog spawn. If we just listen to the noise a minute, and you just get that all day, all night, and it is quite soothing, really. Just this constant like frog croaking, and I've noticed the geese seem to stay clear from this area. It's like the frogs are quite assertive, and this is our bit of the pond.